That is why we're here. We're gonna get yelled at by somebody.
Give me the VIN Garage.
We're at Texas Motor Speedway, the Good Guy Nationals, Dallas, Fort Worth, and we're gonna go cut some cars up, check them out, walk the builds, walk the junk, do the thing. Stay with us till the end. One of the best cars I've seen in a long time with a great story. Chevelles are super popular. And when we buy a car like this, it's a good car and we want to make it better. We got an un-1980 all the extra chrome, the air filter, ignition, the bolt-on stuff. This doesn't really work on this car anymore. The tastes have changed. Good looking rig. See, it looks cleaner. It looks a little more modern, a little more resto mod. It still has some chrome under the hood, but it's got those blue valve covers. Been unchromed on the fenders, unchromed on the wheels. It's more desirable in today's market. It's a 68. Looks to me like it was a RS conversion kit put on the front. Let me look at the inside. I like the center console. I like the leather wrap a lot. Finding good steering wheels. I mean, somebody needs to make a new steering wheel that goes in these cars. We need a steering wheel vendor to change the look. The trunk compartment looks great, clean. I like what they did back here. Guys with long beds get ugly girdles. It does have a 6-liter in it, old blue, injected or supercharged. Might be a supercharger sitting on top there. I can't tell how. Old blue. Oh, this car is awesome. I have no idea what it's worth. I don't even want to speculate because I don't know this car. Right off the gut, I'm thinking 50 grand. I may be 10 grand high or 50 grand short. I don't know. I've never owned one of these. Until you buy one and sell one, you don't know what they're worth. You just talk about it. So I'm just talking about it. I don't know. I mean, I watch them sell, but I don't know the differences in the details. They spend a lot of money on this Nova. And this body style is not the next body style, but I'll tell you, now this car is super well built. The next generation Novas are really coming on, but this build is right on. If you took this build in this body style and this build in the 70s Nova body style, the 70s Nova would bring a lot more money. Super Duty. These cars are worth a hell of a lot more than the ones that you're used to looking at. The later 70s Trans Ams. The production was so much lower, but then, you know, they caught on and they started mass producing that Bandit car in 77. Let's go to the swap meet, the pawn shop, the used car lot. That's where I feel more comfortable. Let me be clear of something. I am not a builder. I am a trader. I'm a market maker. I'm an investor. Call it whatever the hell you want. I'm a gambler is what I really am. I'm gambling on car values. I need to learn more about building so I can be a better trader. I'm ready to learn more. Teach me something. Tell me in the comments. But the best way to learn about what something's worth is get a hold of it and own it. And you'll lose your ass or you'll make some money and you'll never, ever, ever forget it. For sale, 56 Chevy hardtop, 9 grand. Basically what you see is what I have. Okay, that car is not going to sell this weekend for that price. If I ran that car through my auction lane, it would bring 3 grand, $2,600, maybe. It's just, it costs, you know, $50,000, $80,000 to get that car built. Well, that body style is not overselling, it's depreciating. So you can go buy a finished one cheaper than you can build that one. That is what we call a rough old piece of shit. And there's just no reason for that. That thing needs to be sponsored by Copart. Now these OBS trucks, they're worth something, and that's not a bad one. However, the regular cab is what they want. We're gonna get yelled at by somebody. People that are watching these videos, a lot of them enjoy it, but nobody wants us cutting on their car. There's gonna be people like, I love the show and I love you, and and there's gonna be people say, get the hell out of here with that camera and get the F off my car. I don't wanna hear your opinion. All right, and that's fair. This is Project Central. This is where people come to pick up their parts to finish their builds. So how much is a body for a 67 or whatever Camaro? What is this? 69. And it's 10 grand. This is what we call a roller in primer. No, I don't want to build nothing, man. I'm tired. Love these old rich bastards that act like they're poor at the junk shows. My granddad was like that. We'd go around the back of the construction company and pick up all the glass bottles when I was a kid. Put them in the back of his Rolls Royce. We'd park away from the recycling place and carry the glass bottles over to the recycling place. I'm like, why don't we park closer? He's like, boy, they can't see you in this Rolls Royce. They'll short you if they think you're rich. There's a lot of that going on in this pit, in this swap shop. See, like that orange car, I don't know what they want for it, but I bet it's 25 to 35% over what, how much you want for it? 85,000, is that right? Yeah, it's a lot. There's a reason all this stuff is sitting in here. It's hard to sell. $30,000 for that? This is a desirable piece. It's got to have a lot of finishing to get there, but it's a desirable truck. I'm John Wolfe.
Mark.
Good to see you.
John Wolfe?
Yeah, John Clay Wolfe.
Give me the VIN?
Yeah.
Shit, I got all kinds of friends that are sold vehicles.
Oh, good,
yeah.
good.
But yeah, this I drove out to Mississippi just because it was so freaking rare. I said, man, I gotta go get that thing.
Well, that's what I was saying when we pulled up. I said, this is a rare bird. It needs to be finished, but it's rare.
Yes, it does. But they did a ton. It's got all new exhaust, everything. On the wheels, tires.
Right.
That motor has even been rebuilt.
It needs the finish work. It's 15,000 away from being bam bam. Is that about what you'd guess?
Probably so, yeah.
Well, if you don't get it sold and take a short deal, go to givemethevin.com, load it up.
Amount of money.
I got to finish it though. If I gave you your money back, I wouldn't get my money back because I've got to finish it.
I was gonna convert the whole interior to.
Well, I think 15 is what is the wrap job. I think the paint. I mean, yeah, you can spend 25 on paint, or you can spend 7,500 on paint.
My shoot it and the head price is 16.
Yep.
So you're right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted it,
I wouldn't give 16 because I've got to finish it and I've got to spend too much money.
I originally was just gonna hang on to it. I got that 79 K10 up there also. Now that's a nice truck.
The fleet sides bring more than the step sides in the squares, but they shouldn't.
I have found the opposite.
Okay, because
Yeah.
in the OBS trucks, like the late 80s, for sure the step sides.
Correct.
But in that truck,
No, is that right?
That's my opinion.
I thought the fleet side did better in the OBS.
no, I think that
Oh,
88
interesting.
Street, but the regular cab's the key.
Interesting.
When I've had those, I've done better with the fleet sides, and it surprises me. I haven't seen the inside yet. I bought a better truck than this for 26 2 years ago, and I struggled to get out of it. See, this car still has like the trim holes. If you want that kind of money, you got to finish them. That's easy. That steering wheel is not good enough. These seats and that console is not good enough. It's just got to be better. This is a work truck, right? With a bed swap is my guess. That hitch on the front is what they use to back the trailers up at the construction company it used to work at. It's not a bad truck. I'm just picky bastard because everybody's a picky bastard on me. This truck, it looks like an 85, but the grill needs to be changed out because it's got that damn Cheyenne ass looking, no chrome having grill. I think it's an 85, I'm just guessing. Look at that, homie. What year is it? 85, and it's got the wrong grill. It's got power windows. That's a big deal. And the odds are they didn't put it in after the fact. And it's got the aluminum dash decals, so it's a legit Sierra Classic. It doesn't look like a work truck that's been done over. So this thing was built at the factory as a upper end truck, Sierra Classic. It's just worth more money if it's perfectly stock. I kind of hate that car. Some bitch is so ugly it hurts. Hurting me to look at it. Can we leave?
Oh, you're the cargo 92.5. Yeah, you can tell by the paint job it lives outside, so we got kind of left it alone, left it a driver. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. It's just 302 and a 5-speed and a little bitty cam where I can still run air conditioning and it don't get hot and act a fool in traffic. So
What do you call that body style?
that's the Fox body.
But isn't there another name on it on top of that?
The Mustang stayed pretty much the same, except they went from 4 headlights to 2.
Four-eyed car, that's what I was meant to
The
say.
4-eyed cars, and then the 87 went to fuel injection also in the roller motors.
Right, that was the first year of the Mustang GT they mass produced. It did so good, right? The 87, 88, 89,
Yeah,
and
those
91.
sold like hotcakes and stuff. Yeah.
Everybody had, every high school parking lot, that was the deal.
Check out their products today.
Product. Everything's about a product. Everything's about advertising. And on that note, sell us your car at givemethevin.com. Ooh, look at that CUDA. AAR. I do know what this bitch is worth. And you know why I know what this bitch is worth? Because I bought a purple one. That's a better color. And I sat there with Dennis and Richard, and we argued about it, and we came up with a price, and we got it bought, and we were right. AARs are badass. I'd have to look at the numbers to validate it, because there's a lot of clones out there, because AARs are worth more money. It is from Oklahoma, so that tells you right there the guy's got larceny in his soul, and he probably cloned it, or he might have changed the numbers on it. There's a Splitty. I think we saw that car in Nashville. Let's see. Hey, did I see this car in Nashville? Yeah. I'm John Wolfe. How are you? Yep. Good. Did you build it or did you buy it?
I don't own it. I built it for the guy. I don't think he's in Florida right
Oh, so you're a builder.
Yes.
Was it a shell? Was it nothing?
No, it was a complete car.
Okay.
So we completely gutted it. It went up to Dynamic Corvettes in Michigan, and they started the process and fitted the motor to the Roadster Shop chassis. And I had to put a whole new rear floor in that comes from Roadster Shop for the wide tires.
Yep.
And they made all the carbon fiber pieces, did a lot of the work on it, but then he pulled it out of there and brought it to us, and we painted it and basically everything else. It was.
Is he going to sell this one?
I don't think so.
What would he want for it if he did?
Probably $500,000. Yeah.
What did you pay for the donor car?
I think it was 40.
I was going to say 50. Because I think that a splitty VIN, nothing. You can get 50 for him now.
Oh yeah. Now he bought it, I think, 8-9 years ago.
I mean, just a real VIN and a real car.
Yeah.
You can make more money buying one of these in a field than you can finishing one.
I know it.
Because the guy that's going to finish it will pay up.
Yeah.
What wheel am I looking at?
Mike Curtis at Curtis Speed makes those. I can start it and do everything from right here.
You do it right now?
Yeah.
All right, 63 vet that's going to get started from his phone.
And then for the side pipes.
Thanks
You
for
too.
walking us around.
Anytime, man.
All right. Dude, I just love GTOs. I just love them. Every time I see one of those cars, I get wood in my britches. Truck of the year. Look at Supercharger. So that's a 77 or a 78 Trans Am, and that is a better looking grill than the 79 and the 80. And it might be converted because they're aftermarket headlights. This is an 1981 Trans Am, sort of. So they got a LS6 in it, which is a hell of an engine, an 01. It's got a 01 Yukon wiring harness. It's got a 78 nose cone, what I was explaining just a moment ago. It's got 1980 pace car interior. It's just a cool car. When I see that bottle, I take that bottle out. You know what that bottle means? This bitch has been ragged on. It's done cocaine. It makes it worth less. It's like an old tattooed gal. You know, she might be pretty, but she's not a debutante. If you want to shoot something, I'd get off that damn parts put together Trans Am and look at this badass caddy. That's desirability there, dog. 58 lowered. It's a nice car. I'd like to have something like that. Bitch has got some fins. That fin is something special. That fin is the offset. That fin is what makes this car special. In the height of the fin wars, when they got the largest, is when the cars are worth the most. They started putting their balls out there and going bigger and bigger and bigger fins, and they pulled them back. But today, those are the cars to have as the biggest fins. These guys make some really good square bodies. Good. You know, I don't like you because you're making me start to like these lowered K5s. And I'm a four-wheel drive guy, but you build them so pretty. I'm kind of falling for
That's
it.
the point, to make you look at it and go, I want one of those.
I hear you. I mean, I'm a die-hard K5 guy. So you guys, he was telling me that y'all built a system on the square bodies. Boom, 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 check the boxes. You know, used car factory.
It's called Build a Square.
Yep. And what's the turn time on it? Like if I make all my decisions and give you my deposit, here it is.
Normally 4 months or less.
That's pretty quick.
It's quick.
Pretty quick.
You pick your colors, you pick your interior colors, you pick the wheels, and then we have a base of what powertrain and stuff it comes with. If you want to upgrade, then you check the box to upgrade, and then we get what you want. We basically build this the way you
What's
want
the
it.
high-low on price?
The lowest level finished is 125.
Yep.
And
And then the move would
the
be
highest
high.
is average of 185.
Did you build this one?
Yes, we did.
I really like the color scheme on this a lot.
This one was a combination of him and his wife picking the champagne, and we call it champagne and caviar because the offset trim color is kind of a caviar color. So
Yeah, it's real classy. What's it? Does it have LT4 in it?
it has got a LSA.
Is there really much of a difference between LSA and LT4?
Not really, just the direct port.
Well, I like your stuff. I like your rig. I like it all.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Get you one of those lower K5s.
I see you. Well, it's a Mopar, but which one is it? It's what year though? 72 Charger. That's what it is. They took those bodies and built so many different brands out of them. I get thrown off. Yeah, that's a badass Charger. That's one of those Camaros that's been converted to a new body Chevelle. So it's a complete custom job off of a Camaro body. The problem with these little coupes is all these guys are dying off. Their kids don't give a shit about them. Their wives might be gone too, and the market's just crashing on them, and being replaced by crap like this. I mean, I respect a good 300Z, but I mean, I don't know. I like the older metal better. Now that's a good rig, dude. Those Suburbans, and I'm a four-wheel drive freak, but I like that a lot. Yeah, this is a good build, guys. This is clean. This is original as original gets. Look at what they did here. I mean, this thing is right on the money. They didn't try to get fancy. They didn't start trying to change shit and make it cool because it was already cool. And this thing is showroom. It puts you back to 1969 or 70 or whatever year this thing is. Swap the engine out, which is fine, but everything else is just perfect. 75 grand. And they got more than, they got that in it all day. You can't make money building these cars and selling them. It does not work. See, it's missing a door over here. Back then they just had the passenger door on that side. Yeah, it's a nice truck. Impressed. But if you've got a two-wheel drive, it's a different animal. It's still good, but the four-wheel drive is the deal. It might be 100 grand. They got the KO2 ATs on it, or whatever they're called, BF Goodrich. Just everything about this is right. Hey, some crazy old man down in California wants me to buy his old junk. If you recognize his voice, comment below. Tell me if he is who I think he is.
Brakes are all new. It's got the original motor in it and transmission.
No, 5.5? What year is it?
55.
Yeah. We're working on something, been in his place this week, and there's this badass car barn in Newport where this guy buys and sells. It's called Silver Arrow Cars. He's a pretty good friend of mine. And I just want to show you some of these cars. Look at that 442. It's 1970 442, so it's got a W30. Look under the fenders where it's red. That's the W30. It's a nice car. God almighty, it is a nice car. Now I can tell you on this one with the bottle, I wouldn't take it out because this car is so pristine. It hadn't been, this thing hadn't been run. It's just perfect.
What's happening, man?
Is this your rig?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've had this car for 47 years. This was my high school car.
Now that is why we're here. That's cool. So I want to guess what you spent.
Yeah, well,
This is the bad part of it.
we can't talk about that.
I know what you spent. It's a lot. We had to have the builder send us different invoices from different company names so they couldn't all put the math together.
That's a 540. It's an aftermarket block. Rocket Racing does.
It's badass, man.
Kevin Self built the motor, and he made the intake manifold, ran all the nitrous underneath the runners, make it clean.
Was it a W30 on the numbers?
Yeah, it's an original W30 car.
I had a 67 W30. People said it's the best resto W30 they've ever seen.
Really?
And it's got the Hearst. If you're ever in Walnut Springs, stop by. I've got a little museum there, and I've got that car sitting in there with a couple others. But if you're a W30 freak, 442 freak, you'd like this one.
Well, thank you.
Good to see you, man.
You bet.
All right.
I appreciate you.
Later.
Thank y'all.
Make sure you like and subscribe and push the hype button. It makes the channel go up in the algorithms. Classic and collector cars, stick those into GMTVCC, which stands for Give Me the VIN, Classic and Collector. Everything else, we buy them all at GiveMeTheVIN.com. Coming up in a month, November 2025, Walnut Springs Car Show. We call it the Rattle and Roll Rally in Walnut Springs, Texas. I'm going to be there. Richard Rollins is going to be there. I think this fella's going to be there. Go to walnutspringsrally.com. It's listed below and sign your car up.